So what's the plan?
There isn't a plan.
You can't expect to woo a woman like Susie without a plan.
You must be Auntie Amy.
Hi.
Dad calls you the black sheep of the family.
You ever been to the Bon Vivant?
No. Why?
Just heard they did really good French food.
Yeah, I imagine they would. Brennan, you're in serious trouble.
Wait a second, rewind. This is me. It's your cousin. Brendan, we lived together when you were a kid.
Now, these are the relatives that took you in when your parents were killed in that car crash,
Yes,
right?
so what? It's ancient history. I was out of there at 16.
You've still got some sort of childhood grudge.
You are not my judge, PJ. No one is my judge.
Judge of what?
Amy told me she'd been abused as a kid. That's what this is all about.
It happened a long time ago, and I don't talk about it.
Do you like pie and chips?
It was your uncle, wasn't it?
Would you mind if I kissed you?
No.
It's an invitation. My birthday next Saturday. I thought you might like to come.
PJ? Please, I've got school tomorrow.
Amy.
Huh? Oh, PJ.
What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night.
Yeah, the jewellers in Penhope Road was knocked over.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here. Looks like you could do with a cuppa. Or scotch.
Don't tempt me.
See what I can get you.
PJ. My uncle... I need to do something about it.
You sure?
Yes. Yes, I am. I want him charged.
Morning.
Good morning. Gentlemen's Police, Sergeant Jake.
Morning, all.
Just get the address.
And how was your night?
Not too shabby?
I'm glad to hear it. Just a quiet one at home then, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
Got a call out to it. Coldberg. Susie and Alex.
Actually, Sarge, I thought I should oversee Kelly and a mountain of incident reports.
Yep, OK, right. Evan and Susie. Coldberg. There you go.
So, I am the best mate you're ever going to have.
They took my TV, my stereo, all my CDs.
We'll need serial numbers for those if you've got them.
They also took cash, my laptop. Oh, and here's the weird thing. Some of my lingerie is missing.
Well, maybe the burglar's your size.
Well, if you find this guy, I don't think I want my knickers back. Thanks all the same.
We're going to need a full description of all the items stolen.
Well, I do have some photos of the lingerie.
You take photos of your lingerie?
Someone else usually does. But I wouldn't want you passing them around the station.
No. When did you realise that you had been burgled?
I got home at about 9 this morning.
Ah, so you did get lucky.
Not that lucky, as it turned out.
Now this is obviously where they got in.
Cute. And good at his job.
She was flirting with you.
Was she? I didn't notice.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, well, she's not my type.
Really? I thought she was very attractive.
You know how difficult it is to get a conviction in a case like this. You'll have to go public.
I know the process.
You'll have to go into detail, painful detail. The worst thing is you're going to have to face your uncle in court. Your statement will be picked over, re-examined, challenged, probably even call you a liar.
Look, I know how hard this is going to be, okay? I appreciate your concern, and thank you, but I don't need anyone to play devil's advocate.
Well, needless to say, you'll have to stay right out of the investigation.
Of course.
Okay. Where were you living when the abuse first started?
Oh, PJ, I'm sorry. Does it have to be you?
Of course not.
1987. A week after my 12th birthday. It was my first year of high school. My cousins were away. Might have been school camp.
Okay. I'm going to need you to go into detail about the day. Do you want to take a break?
No, I want to get on with it. I'd been spending a lot of time with him, with my Uncle John. We walked to the video library and we got out The Wizard of Oz. I said that I was too old for a kid's movie, and he said that everyone was a kid when they watched The Wizard of Oz. When we got home, we made popcorn and sat on the couch. We just held hands. He said we were on a date. But later that night...
That night?
I was half asleep in the bed. I could hear a tap dripping in the bathroom. It used to keep me awake sometimes. And then I heard a floorboard creak outside my door. The door opened and Uncle John was standing there.
Was your Aunt Sally in the house that night?
No, she was away. She was at the hospital, I think, getting her varicose veins done. He got into the bed. He was wearing his pyjamas. I didn't understand. He said that he was cold and he wanted to warm up, so he pressed against me. He said he had something to teach me, that I was his princess, and that this is what people who love each other do. And then he touched me.
Touched you? Amy, I need to ask if he penetrated you.
It hurt. It wasn't until after he left that I saw the blood. I had to wash the sheets so that my Aunt Sally wouldn't find out.
Amy told you this?
She never mentioned the abuse to you before?
No, never. I haven't seen Amy since she ran off. Not for 14 years. Not till a couple of weeks ago.
Close family?
Look, Amy turned up on our doorstep when her family was killed.
I need to ask you about your family's movements in June 1987.
Okay, I would have been in year 10. Yeah, Damo and I went on camp to Summers that year.
In June.
Something like that.
Did your mother have a stay in hospital during this time?
I don't really remember.
She was having her varicose veins done.
My mum didn't have varicose veins.
Are you sure?
She was my mother. I'd know.
Can you confirm this is the layout of the house where you were living in June 1987?
Yep, looks right.
And this is definitely Amy's room next to the bathroom.
Yes.
Can you confirm there was a creaking floorboard outside her door?
Floorboard? No, there was no floorboards. It was a concrete floor.
Concrete?
I can get you a copy of the original floor plan if you like. My dad built the house.
You lied to protect him, didn't you?
What?
You knew what was going on. You must have.
How could you say this?
Why would I make something like this up?
To get attention? Isn't that what you always wanted? Mum and Dad took you in, made you a part of our family. We all did. And you spat in our faces. You run off, then you disappear, and now this.
Why do you think I left? What did he say?
He was devastated. At first you run off, then Mum died.
Died?
Cancer.
I didn't know.
You were there when she first went into hospital.
For varicose veins?
For chemotherapy. I guess you don't remember everything. If you had any sense of decency, you'd drop this whole thing.
You can go back to the house and check it out.
There were floorboards. I don't care what he says. It's going to boil down to my word against Uncle John's, my word against everyone's.
It's okay. There are other ways to corroborate your statement. We can talk to the witness of first complaint. So, who was the first person you spoke to about this? Was it Garth?
No, I told him about the abuse, but I didn't go into details.
So who did you speak to?
Look, I'd rather this didn't get out, but I've been having a few sessions with a psychologist.
With Bill Lapscott?
Way too complicated. Someone he recommended.
So would he be happy to give us a report?
I'm sure she'd be fine.
Sorry. Now, you know what happens once we get this psychologist report.
Mm-hmm. You talk to my uncle.
You might prefer to be somewhere else.
I want to be here.
You think that's a good idea?
PJ, this is my workplace. I'm not going to hide. Just review.
There you go.
Oh, thanks. No.
And this is...
The details of the stolen jewellery last night.
You're on?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What are you doing?
I want to see him.
You need to stay out of this.
Look, PJ, I have to show him that I'm not afraid of him. Not anymore.
Amy. The police have been telling me what you said. I don't understand. How could you say those things?
Amy?
Amy is my sister's girl, Bev's girl. On the night of the accident, a policewoman brought her to the front door. She couldn't understand. She wanted her mum and dad. Where were they? When are they going to pick her up? What do you say? She was in shock. Oh, we all were. It was the next morning before it really began to sink in. And then the crying.
Mr. McGuire, if we could talk about the allegations.
I wouldn't lay a hand on that girl. She was a child. A defenseless child.
He denies everything, right?
You know how this sort of case goes. We accumulate detail, we paint him into a corner. We catch him out on inconsistencies.
I froze, PJ. It's like I was 12 years old again. I hardly recognised him.
How long's it been? 15 years?
I knew that he'd look older. I'd prepared myself for that, but he looked... I don't know. He looks different.
Oh, people change.
Not him. If I'd seen him on the street, I wouldn't have recognised him.
I mean, 15 years is a long time.
My memory is all I've got, PJ. I couldn't even be sure of what he looked like. If I can't remember that, what else can't I remember?
Hi, Sam. What are you doing here?
I needed to see you, Grandpa.
Where's your mum?
At work, at the pub.
Did you two come down here all by yourselves?
It's okay. My mum's babysitting Sam and Daisy today. She said I could walk Sam down here.
Uh-huh. Look, Sam, I'm pretty busy.
But this is urgent police business. I have to report a kidnapping.
A kidnapping?
Bugsy, he's a rabbit. Ella's rabbit. And he's not in his hutch anymore.
Well, did you search the backyard?
We looked everywhere.
He would have run away. He's a good rabbit.
Still, this isn't really a police matter.
But you don't get it. Ella loves Bugsy.
Oh, I'm sure she does. But I can understand that.
It's okay, Sam. Thanks for trying. We'd better get back.
There must be something you can do. I told Ella that you'd be able to fix this, Grandpa. That you can fix anything.
Told you Grandpa wouldn't come.
You sent these two to investigate. With the best I could get.
This is where he was taken from.
You should stay back, Ella. You can't contaminate the crime scene.
Don't be such an idiot.
You're the idiot.
Guys, let's just take it easy, okay? Now, when was the last time we saw Bugsy?
I fed him this morning at about 7. It's my job to feed him.
Was anyone else around?
Just me and Mum. Sam and Daisy got dropped off after brekkie.
Was this hatch open?
No, I closed it.
Well, he could have pushed his way through and hopped off somewhere.
He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't.
Do you want me to handle this?
I don't care, but if you're going to handle it, ask the right questions.
Well, since when are you the expert on bloody nothing?
It's okay, Ella. We'll find him.
Check this out. Someone's got a crush.
Very smooth.
Susie, I've been going back over recent burgs. Now, this victim of yours, was she young and single?
Very single, yes.
Wasn't there a similar call out to a burg a couple of weeks ago? Her name was Santorino, Evan?
No, I did that one with PJ.
Oh, yeah, well, it was a cold burg.
Yep. The woman went to netball practice, and when she got back, she found the place picked clean. She thought he might have been someone she met on the singles scene.
We've been speaking to a woman who was also burgled, and she suspects that it might have been someone that she met on the singles scene.
I don't really go in for much of the organised stuff. I prefer to go to clubs, have a dance.
Well, have you answered any classified ads or internet?
I haven't had to go that far. The closest I got was speed dating.
Speed dating?
8 guys, 8 chicks. They all meet for a 5-minute date.
So, Ned, you happy with this arrangement?
Yeah, perfecto.
Good eye.
Okay, so what happens after these dates?
End of the session, I collect up everyone's tally cards.
Hey, well, a tally of what?
Yeah, everyone keeps little notes on what they think of their dates. So, number 4, loser. Number 5, moron. Number 6, bad breath. And she doesn't like number 8 because he's got small feet. It's a bit harsh, isn't it?
Well, what do you expect when you've only got 5 minutes to make up your mind?
I reckon you can tell in 3.
Everything I've said's been contradicted. I'm starting to doubt my own memory.
Are you sure you want to remember?
I have to. Look, I've heard that hypnotherapy can help.
It can, yes.
Then I'd like to try it.
It can also re-traumatise you. Bring up things that you're not able to deal with.
He forced himself on me for years. What could be harder to deal with than that?
Amy, listen to my voice and follow what I ask you to do. As I count backwards from 5 to 0, you'll find yourself going back to a time you were telling me about. Back to a time when you were living with your aunt and uncle. 5. Feel your body relax. 4. Deeper and deeper. 3. Into relaxation. Just the sound of my voice helps 2. Like the pages of a book. Turn 1. Further and further. 0. Are you there? Tell me what you see.
The kitchen.
How old are you?
13.
Who else is there?
Uncle John.
What are you doing?
I'm looking at my bracelet.
Your bracelet?
I just got it.
What does it look like?
It's silver and it's got a love heart on it. It's engraved and everything.
Can you read the writing for me?
To Princess Amy. Lots of love, Uncle John. I love it. It's the most beautiful bracelet I've ever seen.
What is it, Amy?
She stole it.
Who did?
Aunt Sally. She said she didn't, but I know she did. She steals everything.
What else did she steal? Where are you, Amy?
At the railway station.
How old are you?
16. You can't do this.
Who are you talking to?
Aunt Sally.
Why are you upset?
She said I have to get out. I can't stay there anymore.
Is your Uncle John there?
He's at work. You're just jealous. You're just jealous because John loves me and I love him. It's not true. I didn't love him. This is not what happened. He raped me. PJ, I don't want to pursue this after all.
I mean, no one said this was going to be a walk.
Maybe the situation was more complicated than I remembered.
He forced you to have sex with him.
What if he didn't force me?
It doesn't make any difference.
What if I went along with it for whatever reason?
You're 12 years old. And whatever happened to you is your uncle's responsibility, not yours. It is never the child's fault.
Whatever happened to me, it's over. I survived.
Right, so Gina Santorini and Robin Spencer both attended the same speed dating session 3 weeks ago at the Commercial Hotel. And they both wrote down positive comments for number 16. Robin called him a hottie, and Gina said that he was a good listener. And get this, he asks a lot of questions.
Yeah, like where do you keep your spare key?
And this woman says, pity's a blonde. Yuck.
Well, number 16 is Trevor O'Neill, 20 Morehouse Road, Mount Thomas.
Morehouse Road?
I've never heard of it.
Right. So he's given us false name and address. So we're back to square one.
Maybe not. Trevor O'Neill, or whatever his real name is, might turn up at tonight's session at the Imperial.
Oh, great. It's the Bunny Brigade.
I saw a man. He took Bugsy away in a box.
Wow, that is a good lead. Do you know what this man looks like?
He was big and scary, with a striped shirt and long whiskers.
Right. Definitely sounds like an unsavoury character to me, eh, Joss?
Yep, that's it, Crook, yep.
Which means we'll have his fingerprints on file.
What are you doing?
Whoever stole Bugsy would have left fingerprints. So by the time we finish this, we'll see exactly what happened and who stole him.
What a stupid idea.
Oh, hang on. I'll do it. Can I come in?
No.
Thanks. Oh. Hey, it's pretty nice in here, isn't it? Daisy, Sam and Ella have been spending a lot of time together, haven't they?
So?
Oh, so nothing. I just thought it might get a bit lonely for you.
Nap.
No? I mean, before Ella came along, you and Sam would hang out all the time together.
Like I wanted to hang out with him.
You know, there's nothing wrong with feeling a bit jealous every now and then.
Jealous? Yuck.
Look, I know what kind of pains boys can be, all right? I am one. Now he's interested in hanging out with Ella. Just something that boys do every now and then.
He doesn't even watch Andrew Anaconda with me. He just wants to get over here and play with Ella.
You're joking. Is that why you took the bunny, to get back at them?
Sam said the kidnapper would get sent to jail.
Sent to jail? Hang on. It was your first offence, wasn't it? Grandpa, it's Constable Peroni. Look, can we forgive Daisy was a first offence? Okay. Guess what?
What?
We're going to let you off this once, all right? But you've got to give the bunny wabbit back, okay?
You found him.
Oh.
Where were you? Thanks.
Yuck.
Hey. Hey. Don't you think you might be taking this a bit far?
Jonesy, I'm the bait, remember?
There's a lot of flesh.
Many inquisitive blondes in tonight?
Susie, you look fabulous.
Thank you.
Champagne?
Yeah.
Okay, we might get this show on the road.
So you've been to many of these things?
No, it's my first one. You?
Too many.
So we just sit here and...
Yeah, the women sit, the men move around.
Oh, that doesn't seem fair.
Yeah, well, too many of the guys were lying about their height. Can't do that if you see them walk up to the table.
My name is Susie.
Evan. I'm a builder.
I trained as a physiotherapist. Yeah, what about you?
Well, I guess I'm looking for what everyone's looking for. Someone who understands me. Someone who...
Wants the same things? I've been through a lot in the last couple of years.
Took a couple of wrong turns. Picked the wrong person, maybe.
I guess I've always been optimistic that I'd find the right guy.
girl. One thing I do know is when I find her, that's it.
Kids, house, yeah, the whole catastrophe.
For me, love is simple. I mean, I'm there.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Slim pickings tonight.
Do you get out much?
Yeah, weekends mainly.
You going out tonight?
I'm heading down to Melbourne.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to visit some friends there, so... What about you? Do you like clubbing?
No, I'm a bit of a homebody. Nothing I like better than a quiet night in.
Can I ask you a favour?
It depends.
I'd like to see what's under the beanie.
Sure.
He is so our guy. He was grilling me for info about when I'd be out of the house.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that's not a chargeable offence.
I reckon he'll try his luck tonight.
And how's he going to find out where you live?
Well, maybe he'll follow me.
You seem pretty sure of yourself. What makes you think he's going to choose you?
Oh, he'll choose me.
Because you're irresistible?
No, because I told him I had a 106cm plasma TV.
Ah, yes, I can see you now. Hey, be careful. Long way to the ground from up there. So tell me why I haven't seen that dress before. Oh, no. No, I like it. Okay. All right, bye.
G'day, Leo.
I wouldn't.
All right, mate. Lose a mask.
Thought you said you're a builder.
So what do you reckon? Should we go out? Night's still young. Or we could just stay in.
Look, Suze, I understand if maybe you don't want to settle down. Last night was amazing. Look, I really, really want to make this work, but if we're going to, then we're going to have to start being honest with each other. Because maybe we're made of different stuff. You know, maybe we want different things. And maybe you just want to play the field.
That's not what I want.
It isn't?
Jonesy, it's taken us long enough to get this far. Let's not stuff it up now.
Hey. Any jewellery turn up with the trash and treasure?
Not so far, no.
So have you thought any more about,
No.
You're just going to give up? It's not like you.
Look, you don't understand half of what is going on here, all right?
Is there something else? Look, I know that you can't let him get away with this.
He got away with it 15 years ago. It's over.
What about Chloe? How do you know he hasn't done the same thing to her?
There we go. There we go. That's better. Right. Now listen. Hands up a bit. That's right. That's better. Now, 1, 2, and... Oh, beauty! Amy, hello. I was just giving Chloe some lessons.
Check it out. Grandad reckons we should all play mini golf. You're way early for the party.
That's not why I'm here, actually.
If you've got something to say to me, let's go inside. Chloe doesn't need to hear.
I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to come to your party, Chloe.
Why not?
We're just flat out at work, but I've actually got something for you back at the station. If that's okay with your grandfather.
Have you spoken to Brendan about this?
What are you doing?
I'm just giving Chloe a present. It's fine. So, you all ready for the party?
It's going to be so good.
How many kids have you got coming?
20.
Any boys?
No way, completely schizo. Boys.
Guess you'll have all the olds up one end of the room.
Oh, there's just Mum and Dad. And Grandpa.
Do you see a lot of your grandfather?
Sometimes he comes to visit.
It's a long drive from Melbourne. I guess he just stays over?
Yeah.
So what, is there a spare room?
He sleeps on the fold-up couch.
Do you spend a lot of time with him?
Yeah, we hang out a bit. He keeps wanting me to watch these ancient films with him. Some of them are in black and white. I mean, hello.
What about The Wizard of Oz? Did you ever watch that?
Why do you want to know?
Have you?
Yeah.
What else does he do to you, Chloe?
Nothing. He's my grandpa.
Has he ever touched you? Does he kiss you? What? You have to tell me. He's touched you, hasn't he, Chloe?
Nothing like that's ever happened.
No, you're not. You sit down.
I am. I
We're going to stay in here until you tell me what's going on.
What do you think you're doing?
Boss, this is a private matter.
Not anymore.
Boss, please.
Let her go. Your father's here.
Daddy,
Baby, come here. Are you all right?
she said horrible things about Grandpa.
It's all right. Don't listen to anything they say, okay? You're all right. You're with me now. You stay away from my family.
Detective. This is totally unacceptable.
I was just trying...
I know what you were trying to do, but that's the end of it.
That bastard is doing exactly the same to her as he did to me.
The only person doing anything to Chloe at the moment is you. You've absolutely terrified.
I was just trying to get to the truth.
You are not to approach them. Any of them. I'm serious about this, Detective. That is an order.
Amy.
You're the one that told me to go after him.
We're going to nail him. We need to follow procedure.
I don't give a stuff about procedure. I don't even care if we charge him. He's already ruined my life. I'm not going to let him ruin Chloe's.
Do you want me to come with you?
No.
Wrong answer.
Dad,
Don't do this. I'm begging you now.
No. Let her in.
Dad, I can handle this.
Why don't you take Chloe and the girls and put on the DVD?
Come on, guys. Let's go watch that movie.
Come in. Now, I've made my statement. I thought that'd be the end of it.
This isn't a police matter. I have to say this, and I want you to listen.
And I don't see any point to this.
What you did was wrong. I lived with you for 4 years before you started coming to my bed. And they were great years for me. You looked after me. I felt cared for and safe. You were like my father.
And I loved you like your father. That's why I could never lay a finger on you. You have to understand, this is a mistake.
How can you say that?
Nothing happened, Amy. You're imagining this event took place.
It wasn't just an event. It didn't only happen once, it happened night after night.
You can't believe this. But why bring this up now, after all these years? If this had really happened, something like this, you'd have said something long ago. You would have told someone.
I did. I told Auntie Sally.
Told her when?
Just before she threw me out of the house.
No. Sally said that you packed your bags and left. You walked out the door without even saying goodbye.
Is that what she said?
I couldn't understand it. Well, how could you leave me? Leave us like that?
Well, why didn't you come looking for me?
Well, how could I? I didn't know where to start.
You didn't look because you knew why I left.
No, I didn't.
She didn't tell you. She didn't tell you that I was pregnant?
That's not true.
With your baby? With our baby?
No.
The baby that Aunt Sally made me abort? She drove me to the clinic. And she came in with me and waited until I was done. And then she drove me to the station. She already had a suitcase packed in the boot. She tried to give me a couple of $100. And then she told me that I could never go home. I was still bleeding. I was hurt. I was 16 years old, standing on the railway platform with a suitcase, nowhere to go.
I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought you left because you didn't love me anymore.
What happened between the two of us wasn't love.
It was. I know I shouldn't have acted on it. I know that was wrong. But you were the love of my life.
I was 12 years old. I trusted you. And I have never been able to trust a man since.
Come down to the station and change your statement.
Yes.
He's made a full confession. I think what you did was really brave.
Brave.
To face up to him.
I thought everything would change when I confronted him, that I'd change.
Nothing's going to change right away.
Maybe nothing will change at all. Maybe this is as good as it gets.
How are you faring?
Fine. Thanks. For everything. Did you get any word back from forensics on the jewellery place in Penhap Road?
So what's the plan?
There isn't a plan.
You can't expect to woo a woman like Susie without a plan.
You must be Auntie Amy.
Hi.
Dad calls you the black sheep of the family.
You ever been to the Bon Vivant?
No. No, why?
Just heard they did really good French food.
Yeah, I imagine they would.
Brennan, you're in serious trouble.
Wait a second, rewind. This is me. It's your cousin. Brendan, we lived together when you were a kid.
Now, these are the relatives that took you in when your parents were killed in that car
Yes,
crash, right?
so what? It's ancient history. I was out of there at 16.
You've still got some sort of childhood grudge.
You are not my judge, PJ. No one is my judge.
Judge of what?
Amy told me she'd been abused as a kid. That's what this is all about.
It happened a long time ago, and I don't talk about it.
Do you like pie and chips?
It was your uncle, wasn't it?
Would you mind if I kissed you?
No.
It's an invitation. My birthday next Saturday. I thought you might like to come.
PJ? Please, I've got school tomorrow.
Amy.
Huh? Oh, PJ.
What are you doing here? It's the middle of the night.
Yeah, the jeweller's in Penhope Road was knocked over.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm here. Looks like you could do with a cuppa. Or scotch.
Don't tempt me.
See what I can get you.
PJ. My uncle... I need to do something about it.
You sure?
Yes. Yes, I am. I want him charged.
Morning.
Good morning. Mentos, please, Sergeant Jake.
Morning, all.
Just get the address.
And how was your night? Not too shabby?
I'm glad to hear it. Just a quiet one at home then, was it?
Yeah, something like that.
Got a call out to a Coldberg. Susie and Alex.
Actually, Sarge, I thought I should oversee Kelly and a mountain of incident reports.
Yep, okay, right. Evan and Susie. Coldberg. There you go.
So, I am the best mate you're ever going to have.
They took my TV, my stereo, all my CDs.
We'll need serial numbers for those if you've got them.
They also took cash, my laptop. Oh, and here's the weird